beat by the late great, legendary, one and only J.Israel. Greatest hip-hop producer of all time. What's about it? Yo. Yo, he's so flow, like, oh no, you don't know who's on the road here, bro, he's no ego. Gotta be slow, sorry, windows, never come to heroes, like, oh, we can't go. Man, it's one thing, so get that blood, I don't know where you been to. Run up with me, I'm gonna get you, fight like a lion, shut you. I try to be confident, run up to you, one is what I need, but you're on the line. Take it to my side, that's my thing.
Good evening as well as good morning to all my fellow Israelite YouTubers. It's one and I, it's your host. Basically want to touch on the subject matter of the law, which is still in effect even to this very day and has not been done away with. And for anybody that's a so-called quote-unquote of those God people, Christian, I'm here to say that you all are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, and that you're to fear God and keep His commandments. And Christian is just a title, but we don't need to think that we are something, but we're someone. Meaning we are people, not things. So, and saying that to say this, we belong to a nation as a people, and not a religious system of things. Let's with that go to the gospel or in the testimony concerning Matthew. And let's see. Five 17. All right. Yeah. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophet. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Meaning to bring in effect, not to do away with, because he specifically said he came not to destroy. Now, if he had not have said that, then that leaves the opening for hypocrisy, saying that yes, it's done away with, but no. It is not, because he said he came not to destroy, so that means he come not to do away with the law, but to fulfill. In this sense, not as done away with, but in the sense as bringing into effect. So basically, he came to show us how to keep the law. What he's trying to get through to us as a people. This is Christ saying. It's a record of Christ. concerning what he has said, not only unto us back then, but it's still, even to this very day, saying to us now, as a people. So Israel, wake up. For all you Israelites out there that like to say you're not on the law anymore, but you're on the grace. Neither are you all above the law. We are not above the law no longer. Anymore. Those of you are people that think that you can do whatever the hell you want to do. So let us know that we not only not under the law, but not are we as a people above the law. So that means what we must as a people abide by it. Obey the law and do the best we can out of knowledge and ability, that we may rightfully so be rewarded in the end at Christ's second coming, second return, and we may be blessed and not cursed among the rest. So, yeah, so this is what we all as a people need to recognize and realize and keep in mind and not forget. But he also said here we go to John chapter 14 verse 15. Which reads, if ye love me, keep my commandments. So Christ saying if we love him, we'll keep his commandments. So then, that really goes without saying. We are to observe the law and keeping his commandments. Because we got to honestly ask ourselves, is Christ going to save those of us that does not love him over those of us that does love him? But those that love him but know that obedience is believing. By obeying him, we show our faith that we have for him. That's like knowing that good things come to those that wait, being that patience is a virtue. And knowing that also as well to say that will show our belief. That's the evidence of our belief. That's what working within us. Patience. That our faith may be reflected. In other words, our patience is a reflection of our faith. Being evidence of our belief. So that's those of us that will obey him in obedience, knowing that the act of obedience is the keeping of the law. In other words, the law is the act of obedience unto the Lord our God, the Holy One of Israel, in sin, which is breaking of the violation, the transgression of the law, as it is written, is what? The act of disobedience to the Lord our God, the Holy One of Israel. But it's like a hypothetical question posed to be asked to why one would be for the worse and would be for the better. So it pays that we would be for the better than the worse, that we may be what? Better off and not worse off in the long run as people. So yeah, so there's proof right now that yes, we ought to keep his commandments. And righteousness is the act of the righteous. In other words, the righteous work is righteousness. But what is our righteousness according to the scripture? Let's go over here now to the law. Fifth book. And Deuteronomy 6:25. Which reads, and it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he hath commanded us. That's self-explanatory. It explains itself. Hello, wake up, Israel. And the reason why Esau have a certain simple-minded hell Jacob that are in league with him to be set up to preach and teach unto us those lies that we don't have to acknowledge the law or keep the law, to observe the law, but the law don't matter. That is that what? We may continue in sin, that they may continue to rule over an unrighteousness as the wicked. There's another way of extending their Gentile rulership when the Lord is looking to put their Gentile rulership to him. Bring their Gentile rulership to an end and put a stop to their wickedness. And 2/3 of those are a lot of people that are no different than they are. But we that are not of the 2/3, that don't want to be of the 2/3, need to recognize and realize that why in the world we want to not do that was led to us and brought over here enslaved in the first place, when we can do that will prevent us continue being enslaved by those who hate and despise us with a passion, and keeping the law, that we may be delivered from out of the hand of all those that hate and despise us, to make war with them and overcome them, to enslave them, to seek recompense, which indeed is a righteous thing, and repaying our enemy back big time, they double all that they have done wrong against us. It's only right. Being that fair is justice. With all that, I like to say, it is what it is. Israel, shalom.